Om Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikyamaulispurat Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhim Apina Vakshoruham Panibhyamalipurna Ratna Chashakam Rattotpalam Bibhratim Saumyam Ratna Ghatastarakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam Arunam Karunatarangitakshim Dhrutapashankushapushpabana Animadibhiravrutam Mayukhaihi Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim Dhyayet Padmasanastham Vikasitavadanam Padmapatrayatakshaim Hemabham Pitavastram Karakalitalasadhema Padmam Varangim Sarvalankara Yuktam Satatama Bhayadam Bhaktanamram Bhavanim Sri Vidyam Shantamurtim Sakalasuranutam Sarva Sampat Pradatrim Sakunkuma Vilepanam Chumbikasturikam Samandahasitekshanam Sasarachapa Pashankusham Asesha Janamohini Marunamalya Bhushojvalam Japa Kusuma Bhasuram Japa Vidhau Smaredambikam Om Sri Matre Namaha Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Now Hari Om everybody. We are doing Lalita Sahasranamam. Today we are entering into 33rd section of Lalita Sahasranamam. This is Nandi Vidya. So remember I was telling we are taking like a sections, like a bunch of grapes. Each week we are taking one grape. Each one is filled with nectar and beauty and joy, gives us joy. That is what we are doing. And shloka is now 139 shloka. Kulotirna Bhagaradhya Maya Madhumati Mahi Ganamba Guhyakaradhya Komalangi Gurupriya. Now this one has 714th Namam to 722nd Namam. 9 Namas are there. Now 714 is Kulotirna. Kula Uttirna. 2 things are there. Let us see first Kulam. Kulam means group. Usually Kulam means we hear the caste, but here it is like why? Because it's group of people with some kind of characteristic. That's why it is called like that. Some Kula means group. And Uttirna means makes us lift us up from that Kulam. Kula Uttirna means let us see what are the Kulam groups. Whenever we open the eyes, we see world. What are we seeing? We see manyness, samoham, groups, like objects, groups, and we face situations, some groups, and we see people. Like that, so many varieties of people too. Even in our body also, we have groups, kulam. One is our organs of perception. They are called Jnanendriyam. There are 5 of them: eyes, nose, ears, tongue, and skin. And second set is organs of action, karmendriyam, karmendriyas it is called. They are hands and feet and the mouth and all those. So they are one group, one set, kula. And then inside also there are our Shat chakras. We have talked elaborately this section. Energy centers, they are also one group. Let us say if we take the spinal cord, all the way bottom it is called Mooladharam. It is the root chakram. And then on the top is behind the Jananendriyas, that is Swadhishtanam. And then navel, that is Manipura chakram. And then heart center, that is Anahata chakram. And then the Vishuddhi chakram at the throat, and then between eyebrows, that is Ajna chakram, that is the third eye chakra. And finally, the crown chakra, that is Sahasraram. So 6 chakras and Sahasraram is 7th one. So these are all like a kulam, means a group. All these are all. And then whenever we do sadhana, she will take us to that. This is called serpent power. This is all, whole section is from information to transformation. Information is many, many, many. That is called kulam. So many informations. That is why outside world we see like how many houses you have, how much bank balance you have, how many names and fames, what kind of job, how much is the salary, and what talents do you have, or what arts do you learn. All this is quantity we see outside, but transformation is quality. That is what the whole section is. Information to transformation. Information is kulam, manyness. Manyness to oneness. Oneness is nothing but mother. That is the self. So the whole process is given. We are going to see sadhana pointers are also given. So this is the whole in and through this section we are going to see. And then even Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Abhibhaktam vibhakteshu tadjnanam vidhi satvikam. In the all the beings, I am like Abhibhaktam, means undivided self consciousness. But you see it as many. That's why you see Abhibhaktam, Vibhaktam, you see it as a Vibhaktam. That is what bhakti means too. Where there is no Vibhakti, that is bhakti. Vibhakti, where there is no division, that is bhakti. So that is what taking us to oneness. And then in Sri Chakram also, there are so many yogini devatas. For each 9 avaranas, we saw them elaborately too. Gupta yogini, Gupta tara yogini, Rahasya yogini, Prakata yogini, Parapara rahasya yogini, Kulottirna yogini is at the Bahirdasharam, means 10 triangles chakram. That's where that is called Sarvardha Sadhaka Chakram. So according to Sri Chakram also we are seeing. So that is the Kulottirna Yogini, that is there. Yogini means unites us with Parabrahma Paramatma. Take us to manyness to oneness. That is Uttirna. Take us to higher field. That is the transformation. So now we see elaborately, now we know Kulottirna. And then 715th Bhagarajya. Remember this before, Sukharajya, Bhagarajya is coming. Again, another one is coming now, Guhyakarajya. All the Arajyas, we need to put them together. That could be our homework. Whenever we get bored or anything, we can sit down and see. That would be a good practice too. Bhagarajya. Arajya means whoever worshipping, and worshipping place also. Who is that Bhaga? Bhaga means so many meanings are there. We will see one by one. Tidhi Nitya Devatas means for us every day is a Devata. That's why all 15 days up to Paurnima, Kameswari, Bhagamalini, that is the Bhagamalini second day. Pajami is first, second is Vidya. So Bhagamalini is the Tidhi Nitya Devata, second one. And then if you take the triangle, first one is Bindu according to Sri Chakram. Second one is triangle. In that Kameshwari, Vajreshwari, Bhagamalini. In that triangle also, Bhagamalini resides there according to Sri Chakram. And then Bhaga means Surya Bhagavan, sun god, worshipping in the form of a sun, in the sun. Because sun Pratyaksha Daivam, we see him every day. Even Rudram also we are seeing. Asau yes tamro aruna vuta babru sumangalaha. So that whatever we see, Asau means this. We are seeing very clearly. Even everybody knows sun. In that we are seeing mother. And then sun god also worshipped mother. Both meanings. Bhagarajya. Bhage Aradhya iti Bhagarajya. Bhage means sun god. So in there we can worship mother. That is why Gayatri, Savitri, Saraswati we have seen earlier. And then Bhaga means Aishwaryas. Aishwaryas means not only money, all the positivity, all the wealth, the health, everything is Aishwaryam. Progeny, name and fame, and all the everything is Aishwaryam. They are all worshipping mother. That is why we want them, all the Aishwaryas. And then Ashta Bhagamalu, 8 of them are there. Anima, Laghima, Garima, Mahima, Ishitva, Vashitva, becoming light, becoming small, all those. Hanumanji depicted all those in Sundarakanda. We see it elaborately in Valmiki Ramayana. So they are all Ashta Bhagamulu, because Hanumanji went to Lanka, he became very small. So, and then he became very big when Surasa came. And then, so like that, everything, he became very light. He was jumping like a feather, one house to one house in Lanka Dahanam time. So this is how he did all these siddhis. That is why we chant Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Ke Data Asavaradinha Janaki Mata. Janaki Mata is nothing but universal mother, our Lalita Parabhattarika. She blessed Mother Hanumanji. So you can give people, whoever worships you, you can give them and bless them with Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhis. So that's what, in this way, Mother blessed Hanumanji. So that is what Bhagaradhya. And then 716th Namam is Maya. Maya is word people get scared. And then it comes elaborately, very, very much in Vedanta. What is Maya means nothing but energy, Mother's Shakti, Maya Shakti we call. We know it is like a magic and magician, Indrajalam. Even Sri Krishna says, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi, Mama Maya Duratyaya, Mame Vaye Prapadyante, Maya Me Tam Tarantite. This Maya is Bhagavan's Shakti. But how to cross this? We need to surrender to Bhagavan. Then he will help us to cross the Maya. That is what, and definition is Vichitya Karya Karana Achintya Phalaprada. It's a wonder. It's a really, this is a, it's real and keeps us in measurement. Ma Parichinnati ti Maya keeps us in measurement, means kolata. We think, see everything. That's why Maya. See, and then whatever is not possible, Maya can do it. Whatever we think, we use the word, oh, it happened like magically, Maya. Even where there is no rain, it fills with rain. And then where all of a sudden we see sun very clearly. All of a sudden clouds come. So everything is Maya. It's Maya has three gunas too: Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. So all this filled with Maya. See this, and then again, so many names are there too: Abhyaktam, unmanifest, and Abhyakrutam, Prakriti, nature, Pradhanam. That comes in Vishnu Sahasranamam. Pradhana Purusheshwaraha. We see that in Vishnu Sahasranamam. And Bijam, Ajnanam, ignorance. Ignorance means not knowing who we are. Not that I don't have the education. I might be a doctor, lawyer, or a PhD. That is not the ignorance it is talking about. Spiritual ignorance is nothing but who am I inquiry, whom I do not know. Then what do I do? What I am not, I take it as myself. Scriptures say I am Satchit Ananda. But then I take it as what I am not. And that's why as myself, then we suffer. That is the power of Maya Shakti. So this is what Rajju Sarpa Bhranti, you hear these words a lot in Upanishads and Vedanta Charcha. All these, so Rajju, where there is actually rope is there, but we see as a snake. It's a Bhranti, Maya. Exactly, world is like that. So that's what the world we are seeing like a snake. But actually, world is nothing but mother. Right now, we are not ready to see. So that's what now when we elaborate all this, we understand. Now, Madhumati, 717. Then when we cross out this Maya, what happens is Madhumati. Madhu means usually we say honey, Anandam, happiness. When we cross Maya, this is what happens. Mother, veiling power of mother, she puts the veil and she takes it out too. So that is why it's all Bhranti, delusion. Madhu means Anandam. See, that's why even Madhu Vidya is there in Upanishads. It says, may that air will be Madhu, may that water will be Madhu. Everything Madhu means Anandam. May everything gives me happiness. That is what Madhumati is. That is why we say Madhusudanaha, Madhuhu. Then when you said Madhu, Anandam, Madhusudanaha means destroyer of Anandam. Is that what it is? No, this is what we need to see the meaning. Madhusudanaha means we right now we are Preeti, love, Anandam, we are seeing at the world. I mean, Anatma means not self. But that's what he will destroy that. Mother will destroy that. There is no happiness in the world. There is no happiness in the people or situation. Happiness is within. So whenever we think happiness is outside, that is called Maya. Then Madhumati means when we realize this happiness is within, that is called Madhumati. That is Madhuvidya. That is what Madhusudana means. Of course, he destroyed one negativity. That is what he will destroy the Rakshasa, where we go outward tendencies. That is Madhusudanaha. And then even sun rays are also called Madhu, because Devatas take that sun rays. That is why Madhu, Amrutam. So this is what whole thing is. I mean, Akhanda Anand, Atma Swarupam, Akhanda Anandam. Both of them, we can take it. So this is Madhumati. Now 718, Mahi. Mahi means earth. So that sun rays who is taking, see how they are connected beautifully. Sun, earth is taking, that we all know that. That is why even everybody says, go to the sun, you get D vitamin, you become healthy. Only somebody posted today, without D vitamin, you cannot, so many diseases are there. Easiest way to get it is go to sun every day for half an hour or 20 minutes. Then you automatically get that from the sun rays, you get it from sun rays. But earth attracts that sun rays. That is why we get the, not sweat, but we get greasy. That is why it is called one ray, sun rays, that is called Mitra. Mitra means friend. That is why we called Sneham. Mitra means Sneham. That is why we say in Telugu, Jiddulaga Patukunnadu Vadalatledantan. We'll say that in Telugu for a friend. Jiddu. These sun rays have that capacity. We need that. Otherwise, we become dehydrated or we become dry. Dry-hearted people will never enjoy this. So that's what Mahi, Jiddu, Mitra. And then Haridashva, that we all know that too. That those rays, trees receives it, plants, trees. That is why they do the photosynthesis. That process is called, we learned it in science. That's how they grow. They produce the fruits and vegetables and they grow. The leaves will grow. So different rays. It depends on that field, each one will receive. We receive some type, and then animals will receive some things, and plants will receive something. That is what Mahi. So that so it means wherever we see up or down, up is Sun Bhagavan, is nothing but mother. Now down, wherever we are, Mahi, that is nothing but mother. And now, who is she? 719, Ganamba. We saw before Guhamba, there we saw as Subramanyam's, Lord Subramania's mother. Now, they, Vashinyadi Vagdevatas do not leave Ganapati Bhagavan. Gana Amba. Ganapati is mother. Amba means mother. Ganapati Bhagavan's mother. That's why we chant Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe. Means all that Gananam means again groups. All the groups, so many groups. And then Pramadhaganas, they are one group. They are Shiva's Sena. She is mother for them. And then Indriya Ganam, we have seen earlier too. Vriksha Ganam, all the trees. And Akshara Ganam, all the letters. A to Ksha, all the letters. There are all so many groups. Mantras, they are groups. Deva Ganas, we call. Rudra, Aditya, Varuna, Agni. So they are one group. And Rakshasa Gana, they are also one group. Different type with different attitudes. And then Vasu, Rudra, Aditya, so all of them. And not only these, Graha, planets, Nakshatra, stars, and Jyotirganas and stars, everything mother. Means Ganam means they have to have the same characteristics, means group. That is how we call Ganam. That's what Amba means mother. For everybody, mother is the Amba, Ganamba. Then 720th Namam is Guhyaka Rajya. Remember Bhaga Rajya? Now Guhyaka Rajya, Sukha Rajya. Guhyaka Arajya. Arajya means worshipping. Who are the type, some type people, division is called Guhyakulu. We need to become Guhyakulu. Why? Because this is called, they worship secretly. Secretly means they go to the closet and close the door and worshipping. No, that is different type. Whoever do that wrongdoings, they do secretly. Here, Rahasyam it is called Antarmukham. Guhyaka means nobody has to know that we are doing so many things, so much puja, all this. That is only arbhatam, information only. This can be done like a breath. How, I mean, of course, when we sleep, we might snore. That is different matter. But when we are breath, we don't make any sound. We don't even know we are taking breath. It happens automatically, secretly. Guhyakam means that. Same way, mother's worship should be done secretly. Nobody should know. Happily, wherever we are, we can just chant Lalita Sahasranamam or connect to one shlokam or one nam. That's enough. Then we become the Guhyaka. And then what are the places? We need to know that also. 3 places scriptures are saying. One is Hrudaya, means heart center. Nicely imagine or feel or visualize mother is sitting in my heart, and that is there is a lotus there, but in that lotus mother is sitting, and that lotus is 12 petal lotus. That is why we can meditate on the heart. And then second position is a Bhrumajya, between eyebrows, and there also mother is sitting in a lotus. Beautifully, you can imagine any way, you can visualize any way. This is Antaryagam, Gushyaka Rajya. Offer everything the best. Because every day we cannot offer diamonds, gold. We all know that physically we cannot do it. But when we do mentally Gushyakam, we can offer the best. Offer diamond necklace, most expensive, beautiful saree, any color, and we can keep changing to red, blue, white, and green, anything. So that is what Gushyaka. And then third position is Sahasrara, means crown chakram, top of our head. So that is where what happens is when we worship like that, right now the Chandra Mandalam it is called, that is all solidified. It's like a rock. When we worship like this, when we meditate, that starts to melt. Slowly it melts, and then it's the nectar, that Amrutam will flow, and then whole body will be immersed. That 72,000 nadis are there in our body. All the 72,000 nadis will get immersed with this Amrutam nectar. Then the sadhaka will feel happy. That is what Madhumati, that Madhu, happiness they will feel. This is Guhyaka Rajya. That's why we all need to become Guhyakam. Even for us, we have to say, who are you? Somebody asks, we don't have to tell them right away, I'm Guhyaka Rajya. So that thought, then it keeps us connected to mother. And then 721 Namam Komalangi. In between, they give the form, divine form. We have seen earlier also. Komalangi, divine form. Komala means very soft. Angi means the parts, the form. Whole form is very soft and beautiful, and then ready to bless. And mother is nothing but Veda Swarupini. Anga means parts. Vedas have 6 parts. Siksha, Vyakaranamu, Chandasu means meter. Niruktam, Jyotisham means astrology. And Kalpam is like a dictionary or manual. All of them are parts. Vedangas it is called. And then mother's forms are also there. They are also Angas. Hrudaya Devi, Shiro Devi, Hrudaya Devi, Shikha Devi, Kavacha Devi means protection, all of them. We can visualize this too. Netra Devi, eyes, Astra Devi, all of them are mothers' angas. So that is what Komalangi. Now Guru Priya, 722. Guru Priya. Priya means she loves them. Who gurus? Means whoever follows the Sri Vidya Upasana, those gurus, mothers get so happy. That is why we chant even Dakshinamurti Stotram. Dakshinamurti Vidya, he is the guru for the Sri Vidya. For mother's Vidya, Dakshinamurti is the guru. That is why we chant in Dakshinamurti Stotram. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Like that we chant. That's why next Namam is coming, Dakshinamurti. They are connecting to Dakshinamurti. They are all connected. So that's why when we need Madhu Anandam, we need Guru. And we need to worship Guru and do Seva. And now we are entering into, let us chant again one more time, before and after, like how they do the surgery and a facelift. They show it before, even teeth, they say before and after. Now we will chant after the shloka. Kulotirna Bhagaradhya Maya Madhumati Mahi Ganamba Guhyakaradhya Komalangi Guru Priya. 140th shloka we are entering now. Swatantra Sarvatantreshi Dakshinamurti Rupini Sanakadi Samaradhya Sivajnana Pradayini. 140th shloka, 723 to 727. 5 namas are there. Swatantra, mother's Swa means free, individual. Tantra, usually another word like Maya. People get scared of this Tantra. Tantra means Tantrikam, Hamphat, Humphat. That's what we remember. Or black magic. That's how we are trained. But not that here it's not talking about that. Swatantra means mother is very individual, and mother's Vidya is Sri Vidya. That is also very gives us liberation too. This is the very good Vidya. That's why Sarva Tantreshi, next Namam, 724. Sarva means all. Isha means ruler of all the Tantras. Tantra means like a part of mantram. See, we need to understand this. Otherwise, we all have the wrong understanding about Tantra. Tantra means nothing but a process. See, whatever we do, yajnam or puja, archana, we all have a procedure or process. We need to know that process. We need to understand. Then only we appreciate. That is called Tantram. Mantra plus Kriya. That is how to do it. All that is called Tantram. And usually people think Vashikarana or all that. That's not here. See, that is a process to worship Bhagavan or Bhagavati. That is called Tantram. Tantram again, Shastram, scriptures. And then Vidya, knowledge. That is why in like technology, like even Karnataka, we see that technological, they say Tantra, we see that word Tantra. Institutes, they keep the name Tantra. So that's what it is. It's a beautiful word, you know. So this that's what Tantram is. And you know, according to Sri Vidya, there are 64 tantras. That is why we say Chatushashya Tantraihi. Even Saundarya Lahari also, we have seen that shloka. Chatushashya Tantraihi Sakalamati Sandhaya Bhuvanam. That shlokam. What? That is another beautiful one. That's why we are doing 2 of them together. Swatantra Sarvatantreshi. 723 and 24. She is the leader and controller and ruler for all the tantras. That's why Sarva Tantra Ishi. In that, mother goal is all of us, we are her children. So that's why mother's goal is we want us to get liberation. That is what she is expecting. That's how we got our human birth too. And then she told Shiva Bhagavan, why don't you write some tantram book. So that way people will read and then they will liberate and then they feel happy that Madhu Vidya, Madhu. And then Shiva Bhagavan agreed. And then mother is waiting in Manidvipam. Nobody is coming. Then she's wondering what happened. I told this before too in Saundarya Lahari time. And then what happened is, and Shiva Bhagavan is writing books. They are becoming bestsellers. Everybody is becoming millionaires, billionaires, but nobody is thinking about liberation. Mother saw this, what is happening? Then he went to the bookstore and checked the books. He wrote hairstyle, how to do best hairstyle, easy hairstyle, so many varieties of hairstyle, because he's a jatajuta dhari, he knows what to do. And then people are buying and becoming famous. One book. And another one is Vrikshanam Pataye Namaha Rudram. And then he is writing how to take care of plants, how to take care of trees, especially everybody saying go green, go green. And that is becoming bestseller. People are practicing that. Nobody is thinking about liberation. And then he is also Nataraja, that comes later, that Namam Nateshwari. So then he is also how to do mudras, how to do dance, how to become best in get Padma Shri award. All that he is writing because he is the best dancer. And then mother said, and then finally she watched and said, all of us, how you do? We ask our husbands, I told you something and you are doing something, because we are all Vamsham. Our Vamsham is from mother, and men, all Purushas is from Shiva Bhagavan. So what happened, like how we ask, we got it from mother. And then they will say, yes, we heard you, but we could not do it. That's the reply. They bring the wrong things or something. Same things Shiva Bhagavan said, yes, I'm sorry. Then mother said, okay, now you write about Tantram, the book about Sri Vidya, about myself, mine. Sri Vidya, nothing but mother. Then people will read and then they will get liberated. Same way. So that is what finally Sarvatantra, he wrote Sri Vidya. That is what Swatantra, not dependent on anybody. And then mother is also Dakshinamurti Rupini, 725th Namam. So the Dakshinamurti Rupini, that is the Guru Swarupam of Shiva Bhagavan. We have to see both of them together always. They are never separate. That's how all these namas goes. So Dakshinamurti means let us see, Dakshina means facing south. That is what Dakshina. And he is the guru for Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, three of them. And then two meanings, let us see, Dakshina Amurti. Dakshina Murti. Dakshina means Saguna Brahma, means with the form we can do Upasana and meditation. Amurti means where there is no form, means Nirguna Brahma. Both of them are included. That is the beauty of this name. Saguna Brahma, both Nirguna Brahma Upasana. So that is what, this is the Jnana Murti. Even Sundarakanda, Valmiki Maharshi says, Dakshino, Dakshinam Dishaha. Here Dakshino means that Hanumanji, Dakshinaha, Dakshinam Dishaha, he is looking at the south side because he wants to look for Sitaji. That's why, because we are doing for Chinmaya Ramalaya, wherever there is a Rama Bhagavan comes, Hanumanji comes, we need to really talk about them. So that's why Hanuman, that is why then, do you have a proof? You have the question. Yes, we have to go to Hanuman Chalisa. Shankara Suvana Kesari Nandana. That's what Shankara Suvana means, Shankara Bhagavan's son. That is elaborate story. If we do Hanuman Chalisa, there we can take up, but basically that Shankara Bhagavan, that's what, nothing but Dakshina, Dakshina Murti, Dakshinaha. Dakshina means capacity, Samarthyam. Whenever we do these worships or chant these namas, we get the capacity to do anything, whatever we want. We can excel in anything. We get the stamina. So that is why Dakshina Murti Rupini. And now, did anybody worship? Yes. 726th, 140th shloka. Sanakadi Samarajya Sanaka Adi means etc. Samaraja again Araja, Guhyaka Raja, Sukha Raja, Bhaga Raja. Wow, slowly within, we are getting so many namas. Sanaka, Adi, etc. Araja, they worshipped mother. Samaraja means Samyak Araja. They worshipped completely, wholeheartedly, wholesome thinking, not that partial, wholeheartedly. That is why Samaraja, Samyak Araja, Sam Araja. Who are those, etc. We need to see. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatkumara, Sanat Sujata, 4 of them. They are great devotees. It comes in Bhagavatam also. Very great sages. They are called Brahma Manasa Srishti. They came from thinking, Brahmaji thought about them. Then they appeared. Then Brahmaji gave them work, duty. He said, I want you to create and make the people, prajas. That is why whole thing will expand. I want you to do that work. They said, no, we are not interested in that. We want, that is called pravrutti margam, means going outward. We are not interested in that. We want to do nivrutti margam, go inward. Guhyakulu, they wanted to become Guhyaka. So Guhyaka Raja. Then Brahmaji cursed them. Stay like Kaumara Avastha, always staying like not like a babies, about 6-year-old. That's why they were always like that. Means it is not a curse. It is a blessing. Because that's what they want to do, right? They want to do meditation. They are not interested in the world. Then it will be best for them. Then they can do sadhana and they become like a child. Children always, and enjoy and appreciate everything. So that is what Sanakadi Samaraja. They also worshipped mother. So that is the devotees of mother. Now, then what happens? We want to know the results always. 727th Namam, 140th Shloka, Shivajnana Pradayini. Shivajnana means nothing but reveals our true nature. Means who we are. Who am I? Inquiry. I am that Satchit Anandam. That is called Shiva Sambandha Jnanam. Parabrahma Paramatma Tattvam. That is why we are doing this. Is also part of Saraswati Upasana. Means giver of self-knowledge. That is called Brahma Vidya. But then, okay, we understood. But then how do we know the result? How do we experience? That also we need to know. Because Dakshinamurti, we are doing Guru Swarupam. Let us say, for example, if we know our true nature, ourself, then how do I know whether I got it or not? There is a beautiful shloka is given. I will chant this shloka. Spandena lakshyate vayuhu, vahni raushnena lakshyate, chinmatra mamalam shantam, shivam ityuditam tu yat. See, for example, vayu means wind, air. How do we know where air is coming? Through sparsha, means to touch. We can tell when that air touches to our skin, then we know it is heat or cold or good or peaceful, happy breeze. We say that by touch. That's how we know the air. And another example is fire. How do we know it is fire? Because fire has the characteristic of heat. Then we can say it is heat, hot. That is how we know it is fire, Agni Devata. And then in the same way too, these two are examples. But then how do we know the Shiva? Shiva is nothing but Chinmatra Mamalam Shantam, that peace of mind, that Madhu, happiness. Whenever we are happy, that is Shiva Jnanam. We are connected to Madhu, Madhumati. Means whenever we have the peace of mind, purity of mind, means not having jealousy or anything. Means we are able to enjoy our own company. We are enjoying solitude. That is all Shiva Jnanam. And then we are able to see ourselves, introspect ourselves, not somebody else. That we do very easily. We are all trained. Introspect somebody else outside, that person, that person. But now introspect ourselves. These are all Shiva Jnanam. And then see where are my positive qualities or where are my negatives, where should I increase, what should I increase, how to increase is we are learning through Lalita Sahasranamam. That we don't need to worry about it. If you come regularly, you know how to do it. But where are my weaknesses or strengths, we need to take it. Because, that's what ruthlessly Gurudev says. Not, we have to do it. That is, then we attain Shiva Jnanam. And then this is another beautiful uproot Loka Bandhanam. Means thinking about the world, thinking about constantly about people or situations, going back or thinking about future, all that. That is uproot all that. Loka Bandhanam means bondage of the world. And then Maya again, Trigunatmakam, remain under bondage, means not remaining under bondage of this Maya, Trigunat, Sattva-rajas tamogunas, go beyond. That is what Kulottirna. These gunas are also one group. Kulottirna we have seen, take us from that group. So that's why, that's how we know. That is the only way we'll get happiness, when we connect to ourselves. That is the Akhanda Anandam. That's what we are going to see the next Namam. These are all connected. So a beautiful section. And then now we'll chant that 140th shlokam, because all of them we have seen. Swatantra Sarvatantreshi Dakshinamurti Rupini. Whole thing is one Namam. Sanakadi Samaradhya, one Namam. Shiva Jnana Pradayini. So that is why it has only 5 Namas. Swatantra Sarvatantreshi Dakshinamurti Rupini Sanakadi Samaradhya Shiva Jnana Pradayini. So now we will enter into 141 shloka. This one is Chitkalananda Kalika Prema Rupa Priyankari Nama Parayana Prita Nandi Vidya Nateshwari. 141 starts from 728th Namam to 734th Namam. 7 Namas are covered in this shloka. Now Chitkala. Chitkala. Chit means consciousness, Kala means part. Means that whole is Chit, consciousness. But Kala means part is our body is in the consciousness. One thing. We are not separate from consciousness. Consciousness means Chit, mother. And we are in that Chit. See, all of us has support. And then that consciousness, that Chit is in our body. That is why this body is able to function. That's why we call Shivam. When that Chit leaves, we say Shavam. That we all know. Shivam means Mangalam, auspicious. When that is what Chitkala. In the body, and we are in this Chit also. But right now we do not know. We are in that Chit. But Chitkala, we see that effects. Because we know, because of that we are able to function. That is called Chitkala. And not only us, in everybody. That is called Parabrahma Kala. That is why we say Shobha, Prakasham, the brilliance, radiance. We say, wow, radiating with energy. We hear these words. That is nothing but Chitkala, mother's blessings. Jiva Kala. When we are sick, we feel as though we drained out. We don't see the Jiva Kala, that life energy in our eyes, especially. And second point is face. So that is, and then life force or life energy, that is Chitkala. And she is in and through our body. And then you see how it entered into us. It is everywhere. This comes elaborately in Aitareya Upanishad. It's very interesting to know. I will tell you. See, Bhagavan thought, okay, I created these human beings. Now I need to enter because they need to act in this world. They have to evolve. Because remember, transformation, this section, And then how do I enter? He said, two ways to enter. One from Brahmarandra means Sahasraram, or through feet. He thought if I enter through feet, it will be like a sevaka, means like a servant. Let me enter through Brahmarandra. I mean that Brahmarandra, that is why we say this top of our head. That is why for children also, babies also, it is very soft because God entered through that Brahmarandra. So that is why that's how he entered. And then that's Sri Krishna also says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. All these jivas are nothing but my amsha, that part. They are nothing but my parts. They came from me. That is what it is. That is what Chitkala. Now the Chitkala is nothing but 729th Namam Ananda Kalika, because we chant together Chitkala Ananda Kalika, that la, we put la, long one. That is called Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Chitkala Ananda Kalika. But when we chant, we don't need to separate, that is fine. But Namam wise, we do this. 729 Ananda Kalika. Ananda means we all know happiness. Kalika means two meanings are there. One is Deepa Shikha, that we say the top of the lamp, it is called Kalika. And bud, B-U-D, bud, that flowers bud is also called Kalika. So both of them are Ananda Kalika. Means that mother, Chitkala, is in our heart. Like a Deepa Shikha, Ananda Kalika. Like a small, like a light is in us. But right now we do not know. That is why we need Guru. What Guru does is take out that Maya. These are all connected. Guru Mandala Rupini Dakshinamurti. He removes that Maya, veiling power, and then like ignite that Deepam, that ignition, that starting happens through Guru. But we have that Ananda Kalika. And then what happens is that Deepa Shikha, we need to make it like a sun through our sadhana. Guru does that much, but we need to do our sadhana. That is Deepa Shikha. That is one meaning. Again, Mogga means bud, means it is like closed up. Now we need to do open, expand through our sadhana. Then even like we talked about, the lotus is closed up. Then we need to, with sadhana, it opens up. Full bloomed lotus. That is, then we see that Ananda, happiness, bliss. And another meaning, remember, transformation, serpent power. We saw this earlier also, Kulotirna, the Kundalini Yogam, when it goes through Mooladhara to Sahasrara, then this Ananda Kalika, the seeker will feel the happiness. That's what, awakening of the Kundalini Shakti, serpent power. So this is what this Ananda Kalika is expressing through all our holes. Like we have 9 holes. Nana Chidra Ghatodara Mahadeepa Prabha Bhaswaram Jnanam Yasya Tu Chakshuradi Karana Dvara Bahispandate. We chant in Dakshinamurti Stotram. See, Chidra means holes, like he gives a beautifully, Shankaracharya, pot, let us see a pot and keep the holes. A pot has holes. We see that when you light a lamp, and then that lamp, Ananda Kalika, will comes out through that lamp. We see that shine, or that the brilliance or radiance through those holes. In the same way, our body is like a pot. And then these through holes, this Chitkala is expressing through eyes, through ears, through nose, and then through mouth, all these holes. Navarandram, we have 9 holes, nothing but holes. Because Chitkala is there, they are all able to see, they are able to acquire knowledge, they are able to enjoy and appreciate this world. So that is what Ananda Kalika, Chitkala means. And then the 730 is Prema Rupa. That is why we express Prema, we receive Prema. Prema is nothing but a love. embodiment of love, prema. That is why prema means sneho bhakti reva rupam yasya sa. Nothing but sneham. Whenever sneham means friendship, that is also towards love. Between what? Between whom? With same age people, or same age knowledge, same type of knowledge, or same type of profession. Between the friendship will develop, or same type of vasanas, or tendencies, or samskaras, that sneham will develop. That is prema. Between the same length, we say wavelength matching. That is called prema. Prema is in same wavelength is friendship. Another prema is between the man and woman, or youth, like male and female. That is also prema. That is called pranayam. That ends up. And then guru sishya prema is there too. Teacher and taught, teacher and disciple. That is called vatsalyam. Guru has vatsalyam. Vatsala means a son. He treats Shishya like a son or daughter. That is what, again, prema rupa, prema. I'm just giving you the definitions of prema, because prema is so polluted now. Everywhere we hear, I love you so much, I put acid on you. That's how what we hear. So that is why prema means these are all beautiful meanings according to our Shastras. See how beautiful it is. So Guru Sishya. And Sishya has the love, prema towards Guru. That is called Vinayam. Vinayam means humility. And Talli, parents and children, they have prema also. That is again Vatsalya Bhavam. And then all these are all different premas. Of course, mother's prema is ultimate. When we worship mother, that is the ultimate, because mother is embodiment of prema. So that's why Mukha Panchashati, Mukha Kavi says that Shiva Bhagavan's prema, karuna is moving in Kamakshi, in Kanchi Kshetram as Kamakshi. Shiva Bhagavan's karuna or prema or love, that rupam, that form is in and through walking and staying in Kanchi Mahakshetram. That is nothing but Kamakshi. That is what? The Prema Rupa. 730th Namam, embodiment of Prema. Now 731 Namam, Priyam Kari. When there is love, Priyam Kari man means she does everything good. Whatever is good for us. That moment we may not know. But later on we say, oh, I'm glad I missed that flight. I'm glad I did not get that job. I'm glad I got the transfer. I'm glad I moved out from that state. Or I'm glad I moved out from that house. We all say that. Why? That Prema Rupa is taking care of us, doing Priyam Kari, doing everything at the right thing, at the right moment and the right place. She will keep us there. But right now, that moment we may not know. We think, oh, mother, please give me. But later we all experience this. Wow, I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad I did not get the promotion. We say that too. So all this is Prema Rupa is doing. And now how do we worship her? How do we attain her? 732, 141 shloka. Nama Parayana Prita. Nama Parayana Prita. Nama means Lalita Sahasranamam and so many names. Parayana means we are doing the chanting. Prita, whenever we do this chanting, that is called mother's loves. Even mother says in Uttara Pitika, means in the Phalashruti, she says herself, whoever does this Parayana, they are most dear to me. Compared to Puja or Archana, I love them dearly. That's what Phalashruti says. And then Nama, again, Parayana also we need to understand. Not mechanically chanting. That is good one way. Not doing anything else, this is better. But best way is Tatvartha Spurana, means understand the meaning, that is why we are doing the elaborate meaning, then we can connect it to it. Tattva means essence. What is the essence? What are they talking about? Is it applicable in my life? Yes, it is. But how? All this we are talking elaborately. Tattvardham spurana means we need to get that bhavam. When do we get that? When we keep the mind there and the speech, both of them. When the mind gets involved, then only we get that tattvardham, that essence. Then we get the transformation. Otherwise, it's only information. Because you are all getting the transformation, you are coming week after the week, week after week. You are the proof. That's what it is. So that's why Tattvardha Spurana. And then again, Parayana, how do we do? Four steps are given. One is Ucharana. Ucharana means pronunciation. That is why Chinmaya Ramalaya is offering chanting classes too. They are doing so much seva. Karuna Amma and Dhananjaya, they are doing so much seva. Like they are offering chanting classes, Saundarya Lahari, Lalita Sahasranamam, and Devi Mahatmyam, so many. And that is pronunciation, first step. Second step is Sankirtana. Loudly chant, loudly. When do we chant loud, fearlessly? When we know how to pronounce. Isn't it true? If I do not know how to pronounce, I get scared. I feel, I may be making mistake, or somebody, even we are not afraid of making mistakes. Somebody else is listening, they will correct me, or they will point out, or they are watching. That is our fear actually. We are not that I'm making mistakes. So that's what Sankit, chant loudly. First, Ucharana, pronunciation, and then chant loudly, nicely. When we yell at people loudly, that's why Prema Rupa, right? That's why. And then third step is Parayana, chanting. And then how Smarana, thinking about one namam or one section, thinking about. Then how long should I do Smarana? Smarana. Take out that letter Sa. Then what happened? What is remained? Marana. Means until death, until we leave this body, we have no choice. Ucharana, Smarana, Sankirtana, Parayana, we need to do until we die, we leave this body. Then mother will take over, she will continue, she knows where to put us. So that is why Nama Parayana Prita. And then 733, this is Nandi Vidya, that is what we are saying. That's what Nandi means, nothing but Shiva Bhagavan's the vehicle, bull. It's Vrishabharudha, means embodiment of dharmam, righteousness. That Nandi is a worshipper of, a devotee of mother. And then that's why Nandi means nothing but Anandam. Nandi Anandam. And that Anandam, how is he getting? He's watching Shiva Bhagavan. He's forget about the world. He keeps his back to world. He doesn't pay any attention whether we are coming to temple, who is coming, what jewelry, what saree, nothing. He's constantly watching Shiva Bhagavan. And then even priests and everybody say, please do not come in between. He's not going to like it. That is why we do not cross in between Shiva Bhagavan and Nandi. That we keep that space, and then we walk behind Nandi. So that is what Nandi Vidya. She is the worshipper of mother. And then 734th Namam is Nateshwari. Nateshwari is nothing but Nataraja Swarupam. Nateshwari, because both of them have same namas. Shivaha, Shiva. Bhavaha, Bhava, Bhavani. And then Shankara, Shankari. Nataraja, Nateshwari. Mruda, Mrudani. So all these are all expression of mother. Expression of Shiva is nothing but Nateshwari. That is what, if mother is sitting in a static, like one place, like a static energy, that is Dakshinamurti. When mother is dancing, that is dynamic energy, that is Nataraja, Nateshwari. That's all it is. Whole thing, everything, whole world is nothing but Shiva Bhagavan and Parvati ji's Nataraja, that dance, whole thing. Whether we get caught up in that dance or we go beyond the dance, Are we dancing with that good, bad, negativity, positivity? Or we are holding on to Nataraja? That is what Nateshwari, that is what it depends on us. How we can do it? With holding on to Guru, and that Guru is nothing but Dakshinamurti. Then what do we get? We cross over this information, Kulottirna, and then Ganas, all this manyness, and then we become into oneness. We attain that Madhu Vidya. Madhu means nothing but happiness, Anandam, and we attain that Chitkala. Chitkala means nothing but consciousness, that is Priyamkari. How do we do again? Nama Parayana, through chanting, through namas. Namasmarana dhanyopayam nahi pashyame bhavatarane. That is the only source, especially in Kali Yugam. Nama Parayanam is the best. Namam is the best. We cannot do Yajna Yagadi Kratus. They are all so difficult and so much austerity. God also knows. He kept a very easy way for us. Where this is the best time. We are in the best place. We are at the best time. So that is why let us hold on to this Nama Parayanam and hold on to Nateshwari, and then may that Dakshinamurti Mother bless us all to know our Chitkala and Ananda Swarupam. Om Sri Matre Namaha, Harihi Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm concluding here. Thank you so much.